This is Richard Wolff from Democracy at Work, responding to another Ask Prof Wolff question from our Patreon community. And this is a short question, but a very important one. It comes from Richard. And Richard wants to know, what is the value of a national infrastructure bank? So let me begin by explaining what that is and then answering Richard's question. A national infrastructure bank is usually a bank set up by a government, usually funded by that government, taking taxpayer money and depositing in the bank in question, with the instruction to the bank, you are to make loans to companies that are either improving or creating new infrastructure. By infrastructure, we mean harbors, roads, clearing land, dredging rivers, things that are broadly socially valuable. For example, building a high-speed road between two cities is enormously valuable. For example, it allows citizens in one city quickly to get to the other. If it's a matter of life or death, quickly to get to the hospital. If it's a matter of getting tasks done, getting them done in a shorter amount of time, using less gasoline to get there, etc., etc. In other words, the benefits are spread out over large activities. Large numbers of enterprises will each enjoy a higher rate of profit because of the economies made possible by this big infrastructure project. But here's the problem. The company that dredges the river, the company that builds the bridge or the road, it is only interested in its own profit. It only gets the profit made by building the bridge, by selling that bridge, say, to the government at a price greater than the costs the company had to build the bridge or the road. But you see, the profit earned by the builder is a small part of all of the profits that will go up to all the users of that bridge, of that road. In other words, the benefits to society are large, big, and long-lasting. But the calculation of the company that builds it is about its own profit right now as it finishes the project. So the project may not get done, even though it's terribly good for the society, because it's only a little bit of profit for the company. Here comes the National Infrastructure Bank. Its mandate is go out, figure out where the projects are that'll bring us in that wide net of beneficiaries, the many ways in which this road, this bridge, this river will benefit large numbers of people, and then make sure that gets done. And if the company says, well, with the price you're offering, well, here's something you can do. Don't go in there and give them a higher price, because then everybody will come to the government and want it. Here's what we can do. We can offer these companies a special line of credit. Very, very low interest. In other words, you're going to not make a big profit, but you're not going to have to pay the kind of interest you're used to paying at the regular commercial bank. We'll make it worth your while to build that bridge by giving you an interest rate so low that your profit will be higher than what you can get in any kind of other project, because you'd have to borrow then money from the commercial banks who charge much higher interest. So the National Infrastructure Bank is a way of funneling money at a low interest rate into those projects that would otherwise not be done, even though they are much more valuable than other things those bridge companies might have been doing. Now, to be clear and to not make a mistake, this is an example of capitalism having a problem. It's not good at making big, long-term, socially beneficial investments because there's nobody in the position of getting a fat profit now from it. It's dispersed. That's a problem because if you don't build those infrastructure projects, well, then you're going to suffer. Those companies that could have benefited won't. That's part of the struggle between the United States and China right now. China invests in infrastructure like nobody else, way ahead of the United States for decades now. And the United States realizes it has to catch up. Capitalism in this way can be its own worst enemy. If discussions like this strike you as valuable additions to what you understand is the mainstream conversations in this country, then please partner with us. Share this video with friends, neighbors, coworkers. It extends our reach. These days we are pushing to get to, because we're almost there, the 300,000 mark of YouTube subscribers. That would help us reach more people too. If you just go to our YouTube channel, Democracy at Work, hit the little button that says subscribe, doesn't cost a nickel, and it will extend and show the world that the reach we're having, the impact we're having is getting larger. And of course, as always, if you can help with the financial end of things, that will be appreciated as well. Thank you.